What's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Topic of Discussion. I am your host, Miles Berry. Without further introduction, let's get right into it. So today's title is Stop the Worrying. Again, the topic for today is Stop the Worrying. Okay? So everybody knows my channel is about motivation, inspiration, changing your perspective of yourself, changing the things that you feed into your mind, your soul, and your body. It's also about strengthening your relationship with God, finding your path, finding your walk, understanding who you are, and also getting ready for this next step, next chapter in your life, right? But to do that, we have to stop worrying. We have to stop worrying about tomorrow's problems. We have to stop worrying about our past. We got to stop putting our past onto our present. Okay, we already went past the past. The past is behind us. So we got to stop worrying about the past. Okay, and the future is ahead of us, right? We're not in the future. So why you always putting the future's problems, tomorrow's problems on today? We already have enough to worry about today, right? So I want us to find happiness, enjoyment in the day that we were given. We woke up today. Somebody didn't wake up today, right? Somebody didn't get to wake up this morning. Somebody did not get to see their family. Somebody did not get to see their kid today, right? There have been deaths today. And what I'm getting at by saying that is we always worry about, okay, we need to do this, we need to do this, we need to do this, but somebody just lost their life today. Somebody just lost their mother. Somebody just lost their father. Somebody just lost their child. Somebody just lost their best friend. Somebody just lost somebody close to them. And we're worrying about things that don't even, it's like it really doesn't matter. It's not affecting us, but it's something that we want done. But we're stressing ourselves about it, or we're stressing about, oh my gosh, this relationship. Oh my gosh, I just wanted this to work. Oh my gosh, God, you're killing me. God. And we're worrying about so many different things. And it's like we're killing ourselves. We're killing ourselves by worrying. We're killing ourselves by stressing. We're killing ourselves by not being the best versions of ourselves. And to be the best version of yourself, you need to understand to be happy today. To understand that your happiness is in today, right? It's not in your past. It's not in your future. You can create the future goals and things that you want to attain in your future, but at the same time, you have to enjoy today. And we always want to get past today because it's like, oh, okay, well, I made it today. I need to worry about this. I need to worry about this. I need to worry about this. But if you can take time just to accept this today and to understand and just to cherish this day and to be happy in this day, and everything may not be going good, right? You could have had a bad check. You could have had not enough hours today. You could have ended bad with a relationship. This could have happened. This could have happened. This could be a bad day. But when you can make the best out of each day and you can take that forward with you every single day, your life is going to get better, right? Your life is going to get better every single day because of that mentality that you're putting in your mind and that perspective that you're viewing the world in now, right? So, um, a lot of us, I feel like we're caged in. We're caged in, right? And when we're caged in, think of a fence. Think of a fence, right? And a lot of us are sitting behind the fence looking at happiness, looking at the things that we want of the future, looking at joy, looking at happiness, looking at all these people that maybe left out our life, or look at what they're doing, and we're looking at everything from the other side of the fence, and we're caged in behind this fence, right? And it's not like we're trapped, because when you're trapped, I feel like it's mental. You're never really trapped, even when you feel like you're trapped in life and you don't know how to get to the next step, the next chapter. You don't know how to move on. You're not really trapped, but you're putting this cage around your body, around your life. And the reason why it's so hard to get knocked down, or for you to climb on top of it and get over this cage or this fence, is because you're the one that's building up higher and higher and higher every single day. You're making it harder and harder and harder to reach and to get over this fence. So therefore, the amount of stress, the amount of anger, the amount of questions you keep trying to ask God, and just why God, and trying to do everything of the world, you're making a taller fence, and you keep climbing, saying, God, I'm trying to get out. I'm trying to get out. But the reason you're not getting over this fence because you keep making it higher, right? And the people that are behind this fence, we can see the world, right? They're holes in this fence. So think of like that. the silver fence that we see, and they got holes in it, right? They have holes in it, so we can see on the other side. We're not blind. We can see. We have all this light that we see on the other side of the fence. But at the same time, you're blocking your blessings, you're blocking your future, you're blocking your happiness, you're blocking you moving on, you're blocking everything because you're choosing to stay on this side of the fence and not move on past your life because you got comfortable. You got comfortable in this mess. You got comfortable on this side of the fence. You got comfortable, right? And you know that going over this fence, you're going to start to become uncomfortable because this is going to be a new life for you, right? You're going to start that moving on process, and that's not something that you're used to. You're not used to moving on. You're used to staying in agony and staying in hurt and staying in pain and staying in jealousy and staying in bad perspectives of the world and not seeing yourself as a genuine, authentic person and not seeing you for who you are. So you're comfortable in this, and you know it's not good for you, but you're so used to it and you kept doing it over the years, you got comfortable. So you don't really you like what you see on the other side of the fence, but you're scared to climb. You're scared to get over the fence. And every time you keep saying, like I was just saying, you keep saying, "Oh, I'm trying to get over the fence, God, I'm trying to do everything," but you're the one that's making that fence taller by adding more stress and adding more worry and adding what if, and that's making that fence taller and taller and taller and taller. So yes, you are climbing. Yes, you are climbing, but at the same time, you're the one that's making the fence taller. So it's making it harder for you to get over. So what you're doing, it's almost like you're trying to get out of a situation while you're making the situation worse. And you keep pleading for help, but at the same time, it's like you pleading to yourself for help because you're the way out. But at the same time, you don't understand that you're the way out, so you keep pleading to yourself, and yourself keeps building up a taller barrier, right? That taller fence that you can't get out of. And I want us to understand today that I said this before in another episode that so many times in our life, and this goes for so many people, we hold ourselves back from our future and moving on and being the best versions of ourselves today, right? Because we're scared to be uncomfortable. We have fear of being uncomfortable because it's uncomfortable, right? So even though that we're inside of this pain, we're inside of this stress, we're worrying, we're questioning God, we're fearful, we're losing people, we're losing ourselves, but at the same time we got so comfortable. We got so comfortable here that we're scared to be uncomfortable with moving on, right? That's almost like when you move to another state and you get a fresh start. It's uncomfortable, right? It's uncomfortable because you've never been in this environment before. It's something new. It's something you've never seen before. So therefore, you're getting accustomed to this new environment. So at first, it might feel uncomfortable until you get comfortable, correct? So therefore, when you're comfortable in the place that you're in, you might be comfortable, but it's a lot of things that you have gone through, and it's a lot of things that are affecting you moving forward. You could have been in this place all your life, but at the same time, it's so much stress here. There's so much worry here. So many broken relationships here. It's so much lack of trust. It's so much lack of obedience. It's so much not understanding of God. It's so much sin. It's so much of the world here that you were so comfortable. You're mad because you don't know how to move on. Like you know it's a way out, and you know that you're the way out, but at the same time you're so comfortable that you start to lose the sense and understanding that you are your way out. So a lot of times it's hard to fathom that when you get so comfortable and so complacent in your pain and your worry and your stress and the brokenness that you have gone through over the years. You sit in that and you become complacent, and you're the way out, right? You keep begging all these people on the other side of the fence, come help me, come help me, come help me, come help me. But at the same time, all you have to do is climb over the fence. And you have to know that you can get over this fence and stop building the fence taller and taller and taller from worrying and not believing that when you get on the other side of this fence, this is going to be everything that you needed. That it's going to be uncomfortable. But sometimes we have to be uncomfortable to get back comfortable. So therefore, just because you are in an uncomfortable situation or you go through uncomfortable situations in life and experience uncomfortable situations, it's okay. Part of life is being uncomfortable. Part of life is going through situations that you're not sure how it's going to play out. Part a part of life is adding new additions to your family, like having kids for the first time. That might worry you. You're scared. You're fearful. I'm about to raise this kid for the rest of my life, or until they get an age to walk away, but they're still gonna be my child. So I'm scared. But at the same time, it's beauty in these uncomfortable situations. That child that you just birthed can be the most precious thing that you have ever seen before in your life. And it can fill a void that you have been missing for so long in your life. For so long, but you were scared to get in this uncomfortable situation. You were scared to move on. You were scared to move on past this relationship. You kept trying to go back to this young lady or this man because you felt like I don't know how to live without you. I lived with you for so many years. We lived together, and then we're broken up. But at the same time, we keep coming back to each other, trying to make this work, knowing it's not gonna work. But at the same time, I don't know a life without you, so it's hard to move on. You have to move on. It's time to move on. It's time to get in these uncomfortable situations to get back comfortable. We have to stop worrying. We have to stop stressing ourselves about moving on. We have to stop stressing because it's killing ourselves in the long run. So unless you want an early death, we don't know when our time is up, but we do know that stress can kill you. So therefore, if you want to make your life go by quicker, keep on stressing. If you want to kill yourself that way, keep on stressing, keep on worrying, keep on feeling like you're not good enough. Keep on. Because all we're gonna do, we see it, but we can't help you. Because it doesn't matter how many times that I tell you that you are enough, that you are great, that you have the power to move on, that you have the power to trust God, and you have the power to take that walk. You have the power to stop sinning. You have the power to move on. You have the power to be in a healthy relationship. You have a power to rekindle this relationship with your parents that you lost. You have the power to be an exceptional father. You have the power to be an exceptional mother. It doesn't matter how many times I tell you that until you see that in yourself. You will never be great in life. You will never be satisfied with your life because you will always feel like you're not enough because you never saw yourself as enough. You will never feel like you are enough because you never saw yourself as enough. So it doesn't matter how many friends, how many relatives, how many family members, how many anybody sees that you are good enough until you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am good enough. That's when your life will change. We Nobody can want this life for you. I can want you to be great. I can want it for you, but I can't make you be great. I can't make you be a great father. I can't make you be a great mother. I can't make you be in a great relationship. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I can't do that. And nobody else can do that for me. I have to want to move on. So that's why sometimes when you keep trying to push somebody to move on, you're like, I've done everything that I can do. I've done everything that I can do. I supported you in every way. I helped you in every way. I pushed you in every way. I motivated you in every way. At this point, it's up to you. And at this point, sometimes we have to pray for them and move back. And we have to step back. And it's almost like we're back at the analogy of this fence. And you have all these people that support you and love you, but they're on the other side of the fence. And you see them on the other side. And they're saying, please come, just you have the ability to get over this fence. You just have to climb over. And you have to believe that you can get over this fence. Because the more stress, the more pain, the more of your past you try to bring right here, you're going to build your fence taller. And you're going to be climbing over for your whole life. So if you can just trust yourself, and it's like everybody sitting on this other side of the fence that believes in you. And they're talking through that little hole in the fence saying, trust in yourself. And you keep saying, I can't, I can't, I can't, I can't. And they're going to continue. They're going to continue to try to support you. They're going to continue to try to push you. But at some point, if you don't want it for yourself, those people are going to turn around from that fence and go live their life because they have their freedom. They decided to move on from that pain. They decided to move on from not trusting. They decided to move on from that sin that they were doing, that sinning in life. They decided to change their perspective. So therefore, they have this freedom to turn away from where you're caged in and go live their life. And you really can't be angry at them for doing that because you're trapping yourself. You're at this point you're caged in because you want to be caged in. And there's so many people like this in the world that are caged in, looking for a way out. But the way out has always been within yourself. So I just want us to change our perspective, our mentality, our hearts, and stop worrying about all these issues in your life and say, what do I want to do now? I can't change my past. What I went through is what I went through. But I can change it to make my past be okay. That's my past, but it made who I am today. Yes, I went down some bumpy roads. Yes, I did some things that I shouldn't have. But look at me now. And that's why when people accept you, they accept you for who you are, not your past. Yes, your past matters because that made you. But I'm not loving you for your past. I'm loving you for you now. I'm not judging you for your past. I'm understanding your past to love you for who you are now. I'm understanding your past to understand why you raise your kids like this. I'm understanding your past to understand why you love your kids like this. Do you guys get what I'm saying? I hope this is making sense to you guys because this is something I really want y'all to understand. This is something that I'm also going through, understanding, and getting out of. This is all a process, right? This is all a process. And I believe in every single one of us. This has no age limit. This is not, oh, when you're a little kid, you're gonna go through this. Oh, when you're in your middle ages, or when you're a grown adult, or when you're older. No, this has no age. I know little kids that are stuck and caged in behind this fence. I know middle-aged adults that are stuck behind this fence and caged in. And I know older people, elderly people that are still caged in. And they lived all their life behind this fence because they lived out of fear. And they were scared to be in an uncomfortable situation to get back comfortable. They were scared to experience a new comfortable. So they lived their whole life in fear. Don't be like that. And I'm not saying it doesn't matter how old you are. It's not too late. It's not too late. As long as you're up and breathing, change. It's never too late to change. It's never too late to be better. You never went through too much in your life to be better. You never experienced too much pain to be better. Do you guys get what I'm saying? You never experienced too much hurt in your life to be better. There's no amount of hurt that you can experience in life that can stop you from being better. There's zero. There's zero. And yes, you can go through so much in life. There's some people that have gone through so many things that I've heard, and it's just like, oh my gosh, I don't even know how I would have handled that. But it's nothing that you can go through that you can come out better. And that's what I want you to take from this. It doesn't matter what you lost, doesn't matter what you had to go through, doesn't matter what you've seen, doesn't matter the pain that you felt. It doesn't matter anything of this world. It doesn't stop you from becoming a better person if you want it. The choice is yours. And I believe in you and I believe in myself. Let's not be caged in for the rest of our life. Stop trapping yourself. You want out, then get out. Stop begging other people. Stop begging God. God already opened up the gate. That's why you can climb over it. You feel like you're caged in. You feel like you're trapped in. God already opened it up. So he's saying the reason why you're not getting on the other side of the fence because you're not trying to get over it. All you got to do is climb over it. But you keep seeing yourself caged in, trapped. And God already opened it up. But remember, the choice is yours. So, do you want a better life, or do you want to be caged in for the rest of your life? The choice is yours. I hope you made the right decision. Topic of discussion, Miles Berry. We out.